Welcome to our Knies 385 baseball swing IAP. Here's the expert model video. So here you see the participant produce all the correct critical features in order to produce that swing. He loads, he takes that front step, he shifts on that back foot, he squishes that bug, and he rotates to his shoulders through the ball. Good job. Here's another vantage point. We load, he's making sure that he stays behind the ball as he makes contact. He doesn't want to push his weight forward because that will make him swing off balance.
So here you can see our first participant making her swing. You can see that her hand positioning is a little off. She swung like through the ball and her weight carried her forward. So we want to fix that.
So here we see that her grip is not the correct way. That's why her hands are kind of pushing over the ball instead of hitting through the ball. She's standing straight up, but she is making contact with the ball, so that is good.
So in this first instruction, I'm just giving her the rundown that our knuckles need to be aligned. That way it helps with our batting stance, and then we'll go ahead and try that first swing much better.
So here what we're doing is we're working on that, fixing that grip. So I'm telling her to stack her hands together, knuckles aligned, because that will help her with control, stability of the bat, and help her with the snap of her wrist as she hits the ball. Good.
So here's our second go around with our participant. You can see her swing is a little more powerful because she's got that knuckles aligned and she has a little more help with that swing here.
Here, what we're looking at is the over rotation of the shoulders as she swings. See how far she goes back and she loses eye contact with the ball and she misses that first swing. Look at all that turn, and look at all that weight going forward. You want to make sure we keep that weight on the back foot.
So on our second instruction, what we're going to be using is some more mechanical guidance with the tee, but I'm also focusing here now on keeping her weight back, and I'm showing that to her here, and then she's going to go ahead and use it on the tee. Even though she got a little forward still.
So here on our next instructional video, we're going to focus on helping her not over rotate her shoulders. So we put her up against next to a fence to kind of get these over rotation out of the way, and look at that works.
Our third go around, you can see now we have made some improvements. Her weight's back a little more. She's more focused on the swing and follow through. Much better.
So here, look at her swing. She has a good grip, but you see how she is not stepping forward, right? She has that load phase, but there's no step forward. So that's what we're going to focus on in the next video.
On our third session for instruction, what I'm going to be going over here is now finally our step and swing. So we have our weight back, we have our batting stance and everything ready, but now I'm focusing on getting that step, like what I show her there, her step, and then she swings. There we go. That's going to force her to keep her weight back a little more. So she steps and swings. I have her try it a couple times, then we're going to use that mechanical guidance again, where she can use that tee and really put that to work. So there we go. With her step, swing, much better.
So here what we're talking about is we're talking about having her making sure she steps with that front foot before she makes contact. So after that load phase happens, we want to make sure we pick her foot up in the front and put it down as we swing. There you go. Look at that great swing. Good job.
Moving on to our fourth session now. We have almost every part of our swing down and taught, and you can see it, proof is in the pudding. She's improving. Missed the ball a little bit, but much better.
So here we see that she has that load phase. She has good grip, good contact with the ball, but her knees aren't bent in that batting stance. So that's what we're going to focus on in our next video.
Our fourth instruction here, we're going to use some exaggeration teaching practices where we're not even going to be holding the bat on this one. We're just focusing on squishing that bug, really twisting the back hip or the back foot. You can see how she really exaggerates that back foot, and we're going to use the tee again with no ball. And we got the whole swing down, and we're going to go ahead and give it a try here. She's got her step, swing, squish the bug, miss, that's okay. Told her that's okay because we're learning. Let's try it again, and much better.
So here what we're focusing on is that batting stance. We want to make sure we have our feet shoulder width apart and our knees slightly bent to make sure we add power to that swing, right? So that's what I'm telling her. Put our feet apart, knees bent a little bit, load, step, and swing. Great swing.
Our fifth video, here we go, there we go, we got much more power. This is our final one, and you can see the improvement, everything coming together. That swing is beautiful. All our cues are getting proof in the progress.
So here we're focusing on that squishing the bug. That back foot needs to rotate, right? She's got that load phase, you got that step, she's swinging, but she's not moving that back foot. We want to make sure we twist that back foot, we internally rotate.
Our final instruction here, I'm going over our follow through. I'm just letting her know that we want to bring those hands all the way around, and then we're even going to keep her eyes down looking at the ball after the fact. Good step, look at the ball. She's going to go ahead and give it a try. Step, swing, follow through.
So here what we're focusing on is we're focusing on squishing that bug with that back foot. So we want to make sure in that load phase, we take a step first And then we internally rotate that knee to help us squish that bug to gain power in that swing. There you go. Good job.
Let's take a look from our very first swing to our very last swing. Here's our first swing. Not bad, but she's got all her weight going forward. Hands kind of misaligned. There's some work to do, but not bad. But compared to our final swing after our teaching, much better. There goes load. She's got her step, swing, follow through, squishing the bug. Perfect. Here's that one more look at it here. Just textbook. Everything you could want. She knocks them all out the park, pun intended.
So here is my participant's first video. You see how she's standing straight up, feet aren't shoulder width apart. The grip, she doesn't have her hands stacked. Makes good contact, good shoulder rotation, but bad posture, and she needs to work on those gripping those hands correctly. Here in her video is great. She has good hands, good grip, good shoulder rotation, good stepping forward with that foot. We do see a little bit of a rotation on that back foot. I want to see a little bit more, but that is really good compared to the first video. And she's staying back, which is really good compared to the first video. In the first video, she was leaning forward. So for the closing remarks, I want to focus on the weaknesses of that first video. There was no batting stance. The grip was wrong. She didn't keep her weight back when she was swinging. She over-rotated her shoulders. But if we fast forward to that greatness of the fifth video, is great grip, great batting stance, good stepping forward, good squishing the bug, and good making contact with the ball. So this